Now let's see what are the extended scope of merchant banking. Then emerging needs of the corporate sector is requires more new areas of corporate and financial advisory services. അതല്ലേ അപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെ നമ്മളുടെ കോർപ്പറേറ്റ് സെക്ടർ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഇങ്ങനെ എമേർജ്, അതായത് വളരെ എന്താണ് ക്വിക്ക്ലി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ റാഡിക്കലി ഗ്രോത്ത് വളർച്ച പ്രാപിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുക. അപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു സിറ്റുവേഷനിൽ ഒരു ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ അഡ്വൈസറി സർവീസസ് ഒക്കെ, കോർപ്പറേറ്റ് ആൻഡ് ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ അഡ്വൈസറി സർവീസസ് ഒക്കെ വളരെ അർജൻറ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള നീഡാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ദസ് ലോ കോസ്റ്റ് ഫണ്ടിങ്, എഫിഷ്യൻറ്റ് ക്യാപിറ്റൽ സ്ട്രക്ചർ, ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ റീസ്ട്രക്ചറിങ്, സെക്യൂരിറ്റൈസേഷൻ ഓഫ് അസറ്റ്സ്, use of innovative financial instruments, exchange risk management and portfolio managements are included under merchant. Appo these are the now we told that in the beginning the merchant bankers were doing mobilizing the funds and distributing to the needers, but now the funds the non-fund activities were based activities are undertaken by the merchant bankers. Now we are seeing, because of the emerging needs of the corporate sector, the services of the merchant bankers are extended. So the emerging services that I have said just now, okay, that is low cost funding, efficient capital structure, etc. Then merchant banks provide funds for infrastructure projects like telecommunication, oil refineries, power projects. അപ്പോൾ not only they are helping as non-fund based activities, but they are also providing various infrastructure projects. Which are the infrastructure projects? For example, telecommunication, oil refineries and power projects, etc. Okay, then the corporate advisory services such as mergers, acquisitions, takeovers, demergers, disinvestments and rehabilitation of sick units are part of the merchant. And not only that, other service they are doing merge in what is that advisory services also, corporate advisory services also undertaken by merchant bankers. Then merchant banks services are extended to Indian companies and FIIs, NRIs and foreign companies. So this merchant bank services, they are extending to at any level or at any cost. They are ready to do whatever the corporates or individuals are in need of. Okay, so that is the extended scope. Then what is the merchant banks in India? So let's see what is the condition of, what is the evolution of merchant banks in India. So which is the first merchant bank in India? Let's see. The origin of merchant bank in India dates back to the late 19th century when European merchant bankers set up their agency houses in the country. When the European merchant bankers were in our country in the 19th century, that time the origin of merchant banking was started. That is, these agency houses undertook the activities of project appraisal, planning long-term investments, providing risky capital and managing business. So these activities were done by the agency houses in the European merchant bankers were doing all these things. Then what happened? On the same pattern, large industrial houses like Tata, Birla and other industry houses set up their own managing agency houses in the early 20th century. So in the beginning, in the late 19th century, European merchant bankers were doing various activities like project appraisal, planning long-term investments, providing providing risky capital and managing business. Such are the activities were done by the European merchant bankers. So by seeing this at the beginning of the 20th century, our large industrial houses like Tata, Birla and other industrial houses were started to do such activities. Then what happened? They undertook the activities of both the issue houses of UK and the investment banks. So they were started to undertake the activities of UK and US banks, USA investment banks. Then what happened? They are thus regarded as so we are considering the beginners or early merchant bankers. They were considered, the Tata, Birla and other industrial companies were treated as the beginners of our early merchant bankers of India. Okay, understood? Then a peculiar feature of this erstwhile managing agents was, what is that? That is they used to what they were doing, they used to provide merchant banking services generally to the companies of the industrial house group to which they belong. They were providing their merchant banking services to the companies where the industrial house group is belonging to them. That was the peculiarity of that erstwhile managing agents. Okay, then moreover their activities were subjected to certain serious criticisms which resulted in the abolition of the managing agency system in the early. So because of this they were facing some criticisms. So because of that criticism they were stopped. What is that? They were the managing agency system was abolished because of the some few criticisms. Okay, then let's see what is that was the beginning of the merchant bankers in India. Now what is the present condition? Let's see modern merchant banks, how do they beginning. The beginning of the present day merchant banking in India goes back to 1967 when the National and Grindlays Bank set up a separate merchant banking division to handle new capital issues in the domestic market. So they began National and Grindlay banks set up a separate merchant banking division were in the domestic market in the 1967. Then 3 years later, after that is 1967, National Grindlay Bank started the MBD, that is merchant banking division. Then 3 years later what happened? That is in 1970 National City Bank also set up MBD with the same objective. They are also started. Then what happened? State Bank of India, that is present SBI, was the first Indian commercial bank and industrial credit and investment corporation of India, the first financial institution to take up this activity in 1972-73 respectively. So first the 1967 we know that അതായത് 19th സെഞ്ച്വറീൻ്റെ ലേറ്റിലാണ് എന്ത് ഇങ്ങനെ യൂറോപ്യൻ ബാങ്ക്സ് മെർച്ചൻ്റ് ബാങ്കേഴ്സൊക്കെ ഒന്ന് ഇവിടെ തുടങ്ങിയത്. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ 20th സെഞ്ച്വറിയുടെ സ്റ്റാർട്ടിങ്ങിൽ ആര് തുടങ്ങി? ടാറ്റയും ബിർളയൊക്കെ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തു. പക്ഷെ അവർ കമ്പനിയിലോട്ട് ബിലോങ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഏജൻസിക്ക് മാത്രമാണ് അവർ സർവീസ് അപ്പോൾ ഇതൊരു ക്രിറ്റിസിസമൊക്കെ വന്ന് അവരുടെ ഓൾറെഡി കമ്പനി അബോളിഷ് ചെയ്തു പോയി. അവസാനം 1967 MBD എന്ന് പറയുന്ന മെർച്ചൻ്റ് ബാങ്കിങ് ഡിവിഷൻ നാഷണൽ ആൻഡ് ഗ്രെയിൻലേ ബാങ്ക്സ് സ്റ്റാർട്ടപ്പ് ചെയ്തു. 1970s ആയപ്പോൾ നാഷണൽ സിറ്റി ബാങ്ക് ഓഫ് ഇന്ത്യ കൂടി ഇതിന് MBD സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തു. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് 1972-73 ആയപ്പോൾ ആര് ഏറ്റെടുത്തു? ഫസ്റ്റ് ഇന്ത്യൻ കൊമേഴ്സ്യൽ ബാങ്ക് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് SBI ആണ്. ആ SBI സ്റ്റാർട്ടഡ് State Bank of India was the first Indian commercial bank and Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India, and they have started the merchant bank services. So then as a result what happened? As a result of vibrancy in the capital market in 1980s, some commercial banks set up their subsidiaries for what? To operate exclusively in merchant banking industry. Then Industrial Finance Corporation of India also started merchant banking operation in 1986. In addition to that, a large number of stockbroking firms and financial consultants also entered into merchant bank service. Okay, this is the modern merchant banks. So now these are what is the growth after 1991? Then merchant banking industry witnessed an astonishing growth after the economic reforms and deregulation of Indian economy, which started in 1991. In the present situation, what is the growth of the merchant banks? The merchant banking has assumed so much significance that most of the major corporate groups and stockbrokers promote merchant banking companies. In addition to this, what happened? IPO boom and book built issue process have increased the scope of banking, merchant banking. So now the present situation, IPO boom and book built issue has processed the increased scope for in merchant banking now. Okay, now there are 185 merchant banks registered with SEBI. These are the this is the present situation of the merchant banks. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.